Vikings have landed. Here we go. This is Peter Quirk.
Moramai.
This is very traditional. This is authentic.
Everything's authentic. You see here. It's all kind of handcrafted. It's nothing artificial. It's all real materials which would have been worn by the Vikings in their day.
So we've been having a lot of action down in Peel the last few days?
Yes, there is. Back at the campsite in Peel, there's living history and reenactment. There's battles, there's skirmishes, weapons display, the whole lot. It's worth it. It's only £4.
Oh, get that. I'm going to like that. You burnt the boat last night, didn't you?
Yes, we ceremonial burning of one of the chieftains who died in the skirmish, who came sick of the stout who came ashore and caused a bit of mayhem. But yeah, we all had a good laugh, good fun.
Now you're from the Isle of Man, but this attracts a lot of Vikings from around the world.
We've currently got Polish Vikings, we've got Vikings from Devon, Dorset, Scotland, all over the world.
Enjoy. Bye.
Yes, thank you. There was talk from the director that after my sumo wrestling event a few years ago, that I should be having a go at this, but luckily the contract doesn't allow it anymore. Dangerous, you know. And this is Paul Mellon, who's the outdoor education
worker.
Youth
worker, yeah.
What's that mean?
What's that mean? So my job is to develop outdoor education and giving young people experiences through the medium of getting outside and either climbing, kayaking, or whatever we got.
This is different for Tynwald Day. I've never seen this before. Is this new to the Isle of Man?
This is a new acquisition from the department. We've bought this to be able to get out to youth clubs and schools and go out and give youth experiences of climbing. It's not just about climbing; it's about the teamwork and confidence building and everything else that goes with it.
Right, you're going to show us how it's done, and then I know some children are ready to go.
Yeah, these guys are going to be going. I'll quickly nip up the wall. Say quickly. Okay.
All right. We got the helpers here and making sure it's done safely. It's one of those things, isn't it, I suppose? I wouldn't quite fancy that, even with the rope to help you, but it looks very simple. Let me talk here to some of the kids going to go up. What's your name, please?
Rosie.
Are you looking forward to this, Rosie?
Yep.
Have you done it before?
Yep.
Yay!
Enjoy. Bye.
And Alan, we're down here now by the scout tent, for want of a better phrase. What are you doing down here at Tynwald today?
Well, the Scouts have quite a large presence at Tynwald Day. We cover 3 items. We do the car parking, as most people have seen. Some of our older Scouts do all the marshalling for the car parks. We also have the Scouts in the parade, of course. We've got a dozen Scouts there. And then we have the fair tent here, which is basically it's a recruitment, or as we like to say, come along and take the weight off your feet. It's a hot day, and it's a little respite in the middle of the fair field.
Wow, look at this. This is one of the most iconic vehicles you're going to see on the Isle of Man. Chris is with us here. We chatted about this in the past. What is this exactly, the P50? 50.
Yes, built in Peel. This one was built in 1964. They were built during the 60s, about 150 or so made.
And of course, they were made in Peel.
Yes.
And they had their time, and then they disappeared, and then suddenly they come back into prominence only recently.
They do. I mean, many years ago, well, I'm saying many years ago, less than 20 years ago, you couldn't give one of these away on the Isle of Man. Yeah. People had them in their gardens, and they didn't know what to do with them. And now, it's like hen's teeth. They love to be collected. At the moment, this one is insured for $22,500. And they're fetching up to 25 to 27,000.
With me, Phil Corlett, Friends of the Earth.
Faster my.
Faster my, Phil. Tell me, what have you been up to today?
Well, we set up last night and there was a lot of rain, which bent our tent a bit, but this morning was an early start and we've got the leaflets out. We've got our renewable energy leaflets here for the MEA getting signed. We've got lots signed, and we've got lots of other leaflets on the stall here for people. Do come and visit us and say hello, and the transition stand is here as well.
Fantastic. And obviously renewable energy, it's a huge issue in the Isle of Man. Possibility that we will get wind farms here. How far down the line are we with all of that?
Well, I mean, the Manx government has said we will have them now, but there's still a lot of environmental impact assessments and consultations to do. But I mean, I would hope within a few years, definitely, because all our power is from oil and gas, and it's not going to get any cheaper. And we've got to make plans for the future.
So it's the end of really our video streaming, which has been going out once again live around the world. You had a nice day?
Absolutely wonderful. I mean, I particularly like this part of the day at the fair when the community really gets together and, the politics is great, but this is the highlight for me.
You see, earlier on I offered Ariane my sun cream. Look, you've caught the sun.
Have I?
Oh,
I've
yes.
got a red stripe.
It's a beautiful day out here in the Isle of Man. We've been so lucky because yesterday wasn't bad, but overnight quite a lot of rain, and it's never quite the same, is it, with the crowds if it's...
I know, everybody dissipates if it starts to rain, but those were my prayers to the Norse god.